Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. You're watching Original Art Hour. This is the show where we sit down with other original comic art collectors, share a little art from their collections, tell a few stories, and talk about the art side of the comic book collecting hobby that we love so much. Please do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, if you're liking all the comic book and original comic art content that we have on this channel. There will be more to come, so please hit that subscribe button to stay in the loop on all the latest video content. We're having some technical difficulties a little bit, both on my end and on my guest's end today, so bear with us. Hopefully you can hear me, see me, and hear my guest that I'm about to bring on here, but I am excited to be doing the 33rd episode of Original Art Hour with a friend of mine, Trey, aka Comics for Blame. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, dude?
I can hear you, man. We're good. I think we're
cool. I hear you. You sound crystal clear.
Do I sound okay? Because before, like, I was doing some like mic check stuff and video check stuff earlier in the day, and my voice and my picture were not lining up. They were not syncing up properly. I don't know. So I'm hoping that's not the case for all the viewers in the chat, but I guess we'll find out. But because we are running a little late, I'm just going to go quickly do the chat hello thing, and then we'll circle back to Comics for Blame and your journey in original comic art. We had Geeks and Drinks in here, so he's going to catch the rewind. We got Rag718. We got Ruben the Collector in the house. What's up, Ruben? Yeah, we're both dealing with some technical glitches, but we're live, so I'm hoping that we're good to go from here. We got Magic Lasso. What is up, Magic Lasso, a regular in here. We got Jimmy the Geek Aficionado. What's up, Jimmy? We got Unruly Simeon in the house. What's up, Unruly? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, hopefully it's a success. Let us know in the chat if there are any technical issues on either of our end. It's just good to be aware of those kind of things, even if there's really nothing we can do about it. But dude, thanks for being on the show, for joining the crew.
Well, thanks for having me.
You are your freshly brewed YouTube channel is now a thing that you're doing your own live streams on and doing unboxings of both art and comic books and stuff like that. So I put a link to your YouTube channel in the description below, but you are also on Instagram, and I put your link to your Instagram in the description below. But why don't you tell everybody a little bit how you got into comics, and then maybe how you got into the original art side of things from there. Unruly throwing in a joke here saying that you can't be a real comic fan because you're thin and you don't have a beard.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that, bro.
Okay, I guess it is like that. But I'll put you full screen. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Comic books, man. As a young man, as a kid, I think I got introduced to it in the way that most of us did, through animation. X-Men animated series, Batman animated series, all that stuff.
Hell yeah.
Intrigued me to the point. And, this was at a time when comic books were booming, I mean, it was a big deal. Every corner store had them. There was a LCS on every corner. So that's, I jumped into comic books as a kid, maybe 13 years old or so. And I collected then for several years, got out of the hobby as so many do, and came back as an adult. I must have been around 2005, I believe. And at that time, I collected maybe a year or so, and I started noticing the original art pages on eBay. And I, at the time, I was leery to spend, $100 on something comic book related. It sounded crazy to me.
Right.
But I did end up picking one page up back then, and it's the only one that I have from that time. All these other pages I have were acquired more recently, and a lot of that was spurred by Original Art Hour.
Hey, don't blame me.
I mean, No,
I appreciate you saying that, dude. I appreciate you saying that.
I mean, I was looking into it again. It was something that I had interest in before, and I was looking into it. but I started watching your program, and I mean, that was the turning point right there.
To me, it's crazy to me that there are people out there like that. You're not the only one that either started collecting again or even, bought their first page after watching the show or being exposed to the show in some way through the community. That's very humbling to hear that. Like, that was never really my intention doing the show, is to convince people that they should do it per se. But I did want to just spread more awareness about this aspect of the hobby within the comic book collecting YouTube community that we have. And it looks like at least some people have bit the bullet as a result of this show. So you got a question here. What year did you buy your first page? So that was the other page that you were talking about.
I'm gonna guess it must have been around 2006, something like that.
And is that the Hellblazer page that
you
right. shared with me? Okay, because that page kind of goes against the rest of the pages, which are mainly focused on the Daredevil world and the Punisher world. I noticed.
Yes, that was the only one.
Right. So your first page was your only sort of non-Daredevil or Punisher universe page. The rest have pretty much been focused on those two categories, which is really cool to see. And we're basically showing your whole collection here tonight, right? It's still pretty early in your collecting. So I like the fact that we're bringing on another sort of newer collector as far as buying pieces regularly is concerned with yourself into the fold. So without further ado, man, do you want to start getting into some artwork? I'll let you describe the pieces in your collection. And
let's go.
Cool. And about halfway through, I'm going to just interrupt and then do my own little bit of a mini share. Usually I like to focus on the guests and give them a full hour. But since since you've got a smaller amount, I did pull a few. And usually when I'm forced to show my own art on these shows, I try to pull stuff that matches sort of the categories, I guess, that the guest has. So, and I don't have a ton of Daredevil or Punisher related artwork, but I do have a little bit. So I pulled some of those.
Got those Elektra pages I seen the other day.
I did pull some Elektra. Yeah, I didn't pull all of my Elektra because I feel like I've just been showing them like on every video recently on the channel, so it's a little bit overkill. But we'll start. What's up, C Wood in the house? Good to see you, C Woodard. So we're gonna start with your first piece here. It was that you just alluded to it. That it was this was your first piece, right? It was a Hellblazer.
That's correct. This is a page from I took notes on all this stuff. I got prepared for this. Okay, this is from let me find where we are. Okay, that's Hellblazer Volume 1, page 64. Issue 64, page 11.
Okay.
Pencils and Inks by Steve Dillon. Okay, and when I bought this page, I really wanted a page featuring John Constantine. But of course, the price difference, and me being scared of spending money on these sorts of things, I opted for this page. But what intrigued me about it was that at the time, there was a lot of talk about the origin of Genesis from Preacher, from DC Vertigo's Preacher.
Yep.
Coming from this. And this would be like the page that would have started that origin. This is the angel Gabriel, and the woman you see is Julie, which is her disguise is Julie. It's actually Chantanelle the succubus. So she's it's an angel and a demon. They have a baby. The baby is named Genesis. This is when they first meet, and she starts to seduce him. And that one's on the wall because being the first one I ever got, the first.
Okay, hold on. I'll switch to you in the room. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Being the first. Let me see how this works out like this. If it doesn't work out, then we'll just take it off the wall. Lord, I want to give everybody a freaking. No, it's
you're good. It looks all right.
Nah, man. I'm gonna give everybody a seizure like that. Hold on.
Well, I can switch back to the slide in the meantime until you're ready.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, there you go. Nice. I like that clear frame around the page.
Yes, sir. It turned out pretty nicely, man. I like the way it turned out, dude.
I haven't seen treatments done like that on pages too often. Looks pretty cool. Yeah.
Not only were the pages cheaper back then, also the frames were.
The frames were, yeah.
Well, I spent more on the frame than I did on the art, and
totally.
Altogether, I mean, it was. I don't have much of anything.
Well, I mean, for a first piece, a great talent, and it kind of an origin page, right? A little bit there.
Yeah,
arguably.
There was talk of that at the time.
Right.
Garth Ennis has come out and said that that it's not related, that it's not the same genesis, that Preacher exists outside of the continuity of Hellblazer.
Got it. Okay.
Whatever.
Still an intriguing page. Still an intriguing page with that backstory, and then obviously from a great talent in Dylan. So nice first page, man. And then you took a long break, I guess, from that page to getting any other pages, right? Like, how long was that gap?
Oh, we're talking. I mean, the next page I got since then must have been last year, so 2020. Okay. 2006, 2020, 14 years.
A good 13, 14-year gap. All right. Awesome. All right. Well, we're going to show your second piece now, which is this one.
All right.
Awesome bullseye page.
I know. I totally dig this one, man. This one is, where are we?
Take your time.
Okay, there it is. That is Daredevil Volume 5, page 6, issue 16, page 1. Excuse my dyslexia.
Okay.
And Pencils and Inks by Goran Suzuka. Nice. And it is blue line pencils, but it is actually pencil. It's not digital blue lines.
Right. So blue pencils.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Penciled and inked with blue pencils and then regular inks.
Yeah.
What's going on? Andy E's in the house. Well, I like this page a lot, man. Very cool. Yeah.
It was, man, as soon as I saw it, dude, it was mine.
Nice.
Okay.
Do you have that one physically in front of you as well, or did you want to show it? Or yeah, pull it off. There you go. Nice.
This is the only page I have featuring Bullseye, which is something that I really wanted. And it's the classic Bullseye, too. I love that. The classic costume.
Oh, yeah. Just the smile on his face is classic. I love that.
Yeah. Got Daredevil in the crosshairs.
Oh, yeah. Very cool page. And the remaining ones aren't in any particular order. Just if anyone's curious, I just kind of put them up. So you're welcome to fill in people on the order that you pick these up if you want to. You don't need to. What's up, JP's Budget Collecting in the house? We just say blue pencil, exactly. Blue line just will immediately connotate a copy when you say blue line, but blue pencil.
You know what I mean?
we definitely know what you mean. Just want to make sure any other newbie collectors get the clarification as well, who watch this on the rewind. Okay, so we're gonna go to your third piece now. This is another Daredevil page.
Oh, this is by the same artist, and this one is this is issue 21. Page 13 from that same volume, volume 5, I believe. This is the volume. Man, I posted a video earlier this week, and I got it all backwards. This volume was Charles Soule run on
Charles
Daredevil.
Soule. Okay.
And for some reason, I got confused, and I was thinking this was from Mark Waid's run. I have stated that in my video that I posted on my channel, but
no worries.
And doing the research today, I said, "Oh wow." Anyways, this one is issue 21, page 13, and it features Daredevil, Luke Cage, and Echo, which is pretty cool because right now the Echo is
there you go,
talk of the town.
Oh yeah, totally. What is the rumor exactly? She's getting her own show or something?
Yeah, okay. Supposedly gonna get her own.
I love those.
It's gonna be.
I love those two bottom panels, man. That's awesome.
I know, man. I know.
Yeah. Very, very cool.
She's gonna be an
great swinging action. Yeah.
Oh, I dig it, man.
Yeah.
I dig this artist is amazing. He's
Ruben. I mean, Ruben is pretty accurate with his spellings and pronunciations. But what was the name of the artist again? Suzuka?
I believe it's pronounced. It's he says it.
Suzuka.
Suzuka.
Suzuka. Okay.
Suzuka. Cool. But I believe. I mean, I'm just reading it the way it says it. I've honestly never heard.
Too.
So. You know, actually, I think I have heard it pronounced before by. I don't know if you're aware of. There's a podcast called iFanboy that I listen to every so often. And I've heard them say the name, and I believe I'm saying it correct. But
okay, well, just want to make sure we didn't offend anybody on that one. Maybe someone else can clarify if we're saying it wrong and they know otherwise. But we're gonna move on to your what was that? That was 3, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna move on to your 4th piece. This is this your double page spread for the show?
This one is blue line, digital blue line, and
so the pencils are blue line. And
yes,
it's ink art.
The pencils are blue line, and the only original art is the ink, and so the artist would be J.P. Mayer from who you might be familiar of from Venom. He did a lot of work over Stegman.
Yes, he does a lot of work with Stegman. Yeah.
Okay. I'll hunt this down. I really dug this page.
But who did the pencil art on this page?
It was Mike Hawthorne.
Mike Hawthorne. Okay, and which issue is this from?
This is issue 24, pages 18 and 19. This is 24 from Chip Zdarsky's The Current run.
The current DD run for Marvel.
Yes. This is the woman that you see with the glasses. That's Elektra, and in the story, she's whispering while he's on trial. Spoiler alert: he's on trial for murder.
Right.
She's whispering to him that she's the one that bought Hell's Kitchen.
Right.
And so that reading that story, that part caught me right in the feels, and I saw these pages and I wanted them.
I mean, it's a great Daredevil run. I've been trying to catch up to it on what's it called, Marvel Unlimited app or whatever. I'm still about 15 issues at least behind where they're at now, but it's a good book.
Let's see how this looks.
Oh yeah. Oh, very cool. Nice. So in your portfolio,
you see it all right? There's no glare, huh?
Yeah, it looks better on camera than on that picture because I don't think that was a proper scan. I think it was more of like a picture, right?
I use the photo scanner, and my scanner is not large enough.
You can see the detail a lot better in the portfolio there. What's up, Carlito Classico in the house? Yes, Ruben, it's a pencil digitally blue line printed and then inked over by J.P. Mayer, right?
Yes, exactly. It is.
Look at that. I retained that information.
There is not. I do not believe that there is pencil art work for this. It is. Right. It was done digitally.
Pencil digitally by you say Hawthorne? Mike Hawthorne?
Yes.
What's going on, Sam? I Am Comics in the house. Yeah, very cool Daredevil spread. Hope you're doing well, Sam. All right, we're gonna show one more page, then we're gonna do a little bit of a sidebar for me to share the Daredevil / Punisher related pieces, which I don't have a ton, and I didn't bring all of them because it's just too much Elektra, I guess. But I did bring two of those just to share real quick. But we're going to show one more of his piece, and then we'll do a little break for me, and then we'll go back to him. This was the next one I had the slide for right here. This Punisher page.
Right on. This is from the Max series by Garth Ennis, and this would be issue number 7. Page 17, and the artist is, I believe you pronounce it Leandro Fernandez.
Okay.
And it is pencils and inks by him.
So all the art by him?
Yes.
Nice. That's a fun read. I have the omnibus for that book.
It's one of my favorite stories. Period. It is very well thought out all the way through.
Good pronunciation. Let me hold on. Let me switch to the camera here. There we go. Oh yeah.
Try to get it better.
I like the way the pages look on your camera. Way better than mine. When I put up camera pages to the webcam, they look kind of blurry for some reason.
And this is a cheap webcam that I got from Amazon.
The what?
This is a cheap webcam I bought from Amazon.
Oh yeah. That's where I get my webcams too. Yeah, I just need to tweak the settings more maybe or something. But I've been relying on scans more recently. But yeah, man, that's a nice page from a great series for Punisher fans.
This is probably my favorite artist on that series, and the artist that I showed some of the Daredevil pages before, Goran Suzuka. He does some art on the Punisher Max series.
Right, Andy said that he's been solid on Old Guard. I haven't read that one.
Yes, that's correct. He's on Old Guard with
those horizontal panel layouts are really cool, and just that silhouette kind of feel, especially when he's got the gun and you can see the scope and everything. That's just, one of the things that kind of bummed me out a little bit about my own collection in prepping for this episode is I don't have a lot of Frank Castle in my life, in my art collection. I need to up my Frank Castle / Punisher portion of the collection because it's very weak. I don't really have a ton of art to point to. I've got some Daredevil ones that I really love and everything, but those are both characters and universes that I'm a big fan of. And by prepping for this show and looking at your collection, I realized Punisher / Frank Castle is like a hole in my collection. I would say that I would like to have some nicer examples in that department for that character. But
there's several artists I would like to have work by on them, but
well, some of the 90s art within that character is just getting ridiculous. But
yeah. I ain't trying to get a Jim Lee page.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
That's not the question.
Exactly. Well, thank you guys for hanging out and bearing with us through the technical difficulties and the late start. We just saw the first 5 / 6, I think, or 5 or 6 pieces from Comics for Blame. We're going to do a quick switch over, and I'm going to show some of the pieces that I pulled in honor of my friend Trey here, Comics for Blame, coming on the program. I pulled some Daredevil / Punisher related pieces in my collection. Don't have a ton, like I was saying. The first one is this sketch cover. So not a published piece, but it's just a sketch cover. And obviously this one was done by Kenny, Comic Head 84 on this Punisher blank. So it's obviously Frank Castle, Punisher on the Punisher #1 blank cover. So shout out to Kenny, Comic Head 84. This is the only piece of art I have where you can actually see Frank Castle's face. I have one other Punisher related published page where you can only see the Punisher logo on it, and you'll see that in a bit, but you don't actually see his face on it. So, so like I was saying, I really need to up my Punisher game. I need to up my Frank Castle love in my art habit a little bit. Yeah. Well, definitely well done, Kenny. Thank you again for that. Sending me that. You sent me that. That was like one of the many sketch cover AOKs / bonus books he's thrown in over the years. Yeah, hey, that's very good feedback that I can then pass on to Kenny, saying that he's got a Jordi Bernay take on that. That's a pretty cool compliment. Okay, so the one Daredevil published OA page that I probably love the most is this one right off the bat. I've shown it before on the show, but it's
one that I'm jealous of for sure.
Yeah, I kind of figured it would be one that you were a little jealous of, but it is, it's a David Mazzucchelli page, or Mazzucchelli, or I don't Mazzucchelli, either or. I think I usually say Mazzucchelli, but
I believe it is Mazzucchelli.
Okay, good. I'm getting worried about my pronunciations now, and I feel like I feel like I need to debate myself now every time. Yeah, this is from Daredevil issue 211. It's page 13. This issue was written by Denny O'Neil. It's from the Micah. It's got Micah. It's a pretty cool page. A Micah Sin page, Daredevil punching in action page. It's got a lot of cool elements to it, especially that middle panel. Even though that's the one without Daredevil in it, that's my favorite panel on the page. But I still really love that those top 3 panels with Daredevil on the page. Yeah, Mazzucchelli, one of my favorite artists of all time. Especially from, of course, Batman Year One, but then also, of course, his run on Daredevil as well.
Again.
Yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful artist. And a legend that I admire quite a bit, his art. So I did want to just share that again real quick. And then the next couple ones are ones that are basically repeats if you've been watching my channel the past couple weeks. This is the Ryan Stegman cover, second print cover to Daredevil number 26 with Elektra as Daredevil, of course. I don't know how long I should spend explaining this one because it's just been, like I said, I've shown it quite a bit recently.
Oh, it doesn't hurt my feelings. Not right there.
Yeah, I mean, look, I love it. I really, really love it. So I had to show it again. Yeah, I do want to know how it's really pronounced, Ruben. If you can share that in the chat, Mazzucchelli. If both of those are wrong, then I've been wrong the whole time. You know what I mean? But yeah, had to show this again, and I had to also show this again. The cover to Elektra number 4 by Chris Stevens. Daredevil, Elektra is just synonymous with Daredevil. She is the other side of the coin in Daredevil, and just one of my all-time favorite characters. Like, for me personally, I like Elektra more than Daredevil, as a character, but I love both characters and I love that universe. Maybe not as much as you, because that's like your top thing, but it's one of my
I'm definitely Elektra's my girl, man.
Yeah, what a great character,
let me tell you, whenever him and Daredevil and her got back together just for an issue, oh man, that was so fun. I read that, dude. Like,
that's a good analogy. Elektra is the Black Canary to DD's Green Arrow. Exactly. Yeah, it's a good one. So Ruben's saying it's Mazzucchelli. Mazzucchelli, really?
Mazzucchelli?
Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that I was that off. Andy E says he almost grabbed that himself. I'm glad you didn't, so that I could grab it. What's up, Chris? I got issues in the house. Elektra is definitely a boss, as herself and as Daredevil. Love Elektra. All right, and then we're going to move on to my fourth piece. This is a page from Spider-Man. It's a JRJR page, John Romita Jr., and inked by Scott Hanna. But obviously, the reason why this is relevant to a show about, or a share with my friend Comics for Blame on it is because Kingpin is so crucial to the Daredevil universe. So here's a prominent Kingpin and Ox, more of a Spider-Man character. Kingpin and Ox splash page by JRJR. So that's something I wanted to pull for today and share in honor of my Daredevil collector friend here, Trey, coming on. And then finally, for my little segment here before we get back to Trey, is this piece. And this is a Mark Bagley page from Ultimate End number 4 page.
Right.
Mark Bagley pencils, Andrew Hennessy inks. Reason why I include it, it's a great Doom page, right? You got great Doom and Valeria Richards on there, mainly taking up most of the art area. But at in that bottom panel is a Frank Castle. That's basically Frank Castle's just costume, but you don't see his face, right?
Yeah.
So you get the logo. But in the published page, he does speak on that panel, I guess. So technically, this is a published Frank Castle / Punisher page. You just don't really get full view of Frank Castle on there. Yeah, no, that was Ox, Ruben, not the Hulk. But yeah, so it was definitely an Ox page, Ox and Kingpin on that last one, which I can re-show again there. That is Ox and Kingpin. But yeah, here's a a Frank Castle page, my only published Frank Castle page, and yeah, he's not all the way on there. So I really do need an upgrade on that. So. Or not, not an upgrade on that, but I would like to find, I guess, a more prominent example with the character of Frank Castle / Punisher on the page.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so it's giving me something to hunt for. Give me a target, to be on the lookout for.
Like,
but
you don't have enough to hunt for.
I know, right? Like I don't have enough. Exactly. Yeah.
Your collection is a little more diverse than mine, so
it's a little. Yeah. I mean, I have a hard time staying in one lane or even 3 lanes, honestly. Okay. So the next piece, we're gonna go back to Trey here, and I will preface this by saying this isn't an explicit page, but it's not a page that kids should probably see, is my guess. It's not a page for young kids because there is some quote unquote adult content going on this page. But here's the page that I'm talking about.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's a love making scene.
Yeah, a little love making scene going on here.
That's from Daredevil issue 9, page 20, which would be the last page of the story. And this is the current run of Daredevil, again, by Zdarsky.
Yep.
And, man, what got me about this one was, again, it was the story, man. Whenever you read the story and you realize what's happening, you're like, oh, don't do it. No. Oh, whatever, go for it, bro. Go for it. What can you do? And
you deserve it, bro.
Yeah, right. But if you spoiler alert, if you do not know, this turns out to be a pretty bad deal for him because of who she is, who she's married to, I should say.
Right.
So she's I won't give away any more than that, but
if you're not reading that Zdarsky run, it's well worth catching up on, I would say. It's a great run.
Oh, man, you are like doing yourself a disservice if you ain't reading it, I would say.
Steamy page.
Okay, this one is also a.
I really like the inks on the page though, and the detail.
Yeah. This one I did. This one is the dude's name is Jay Liston.
Mikhail's in the house. ML. Yes, the Zdarsky run.
Liston? How would you pronounce that?
Kumar and Jay Liston.
Liston, I believe.
Yeah, Liston is the inker.
Okay, yeah, Jay Liston, and
hello to ML from ML.
See,
I like that.
It is inks on Blue Line, so the artist would have been the penciler. I mean,
right. I'll go back to the slide real quick. So
yeah. Let me find it on my little list here.
All good.
Where are you? There we are. It would have been.
I love me some Adam Eve. I like that reference to Invincible right there by ML. We got Bake the Snake in the house. What's up? Yes, some sexy art time here. A little bit of a steamy page here from the Daredevil run. What's up, Biggie Shack in the house? Good to see you, fellas. All right. Did you anything else you want to describe on this page, or
The penciler would have been, and then this is another tough one for me to pronounce. It is Lalit Kumar.
Lalit?
Lalit.
Okay.
I believe was how you'd say it.
I'm not the best at pronouncing names either.
I mean, these are the only pages I found available.
Right.
They have pages from these two different issues available from Zdarsky's run. I would love some Chichetto, but unfortunately,
Chichetto interior, yeah, he's
there isn't any. It's all digital.
It's all digital, yeah, I know. Sadly,
there are Blue Line, and he inks the covers. There are covers that you can get him, but I mean, at the price.
Hoarder's Hide in the house. What's up, Scott? Good to see you, man. All right, well, cool, man. We're gonna move on to your next piece, unless there's anything else you want to say about that one. I think we're ready for the next one here.
Yeah, next one. That's enough love making.
That's enough love making. Here's the next piece.
Oh, right on. This one is by Leandro Fernandez again, and splash page from the Punisher Max series, issue number 23. This is the first page. This would be the title page.
Ooh. All right, well, I'm gonna leave the scan up for another 10-15 seconds, and then I'm gonna switch over to you because you got the piece right in front of you, so people can see it a little bit. All right, and I'm gonna switch over to you. There you go.
Just the Punisher taking one to the freaking chest point blank. Ouch.
That's awesome.
I really dig this artist's work on this series, man. He did 2 runs on this series, and I was really happy to see him return.
What's up, Jeffrey Comic-Con Heston?
2 of the complete storylines were done by him.
I'm gonna go back to the. And you said this was a Punisher Max splash page?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Very nice.
Pencils and Inks by Leandro Fernandez.
Right. And trying to find your next one here, unless you wanted to show that again. Hold on. Let me
I'm trying to slip it back in here, honestly.
Losing access to my buttons here. Everything's spritzing out on me in StreamYard. I don't know what's going on.
As well.
Yet another technical glitch to deal with today. Nice page. All right, dude. We're coming down to the wire here. Your last couple pieces here that we're saving for the end. And man, you guys are talking about some stuff that's making me a little bit hungry in the chat here. Some snacks and stuff like that. Let's see. Let's see. We were on that was number 7. Okay, here we go. I love this. This is amazing.
Oh man, this is again from the Max series. Mm-hmm. This is the cover to issue number 24. This is Pencils and Inks by Tim Bradstreet, who just killed it, man. I mean, yeah. I love his art. I would love to have a Hellblazer cover of his also, man. Like, he did covers for the Hellblazer run too.
I remember when you picked this up, like how stoked you were. I remember specifically you posting about this way back. Like, this was what, more than a year ago, right?
That's right. Yeah. This is, I think it was the first piece.
Was this the first piece when you got back in?
I believe so. I do believe so. I believe this is the very first thing that I picked up.
Yeah, I remember it because I remember you tagging me on it, like, and I was like, oh, nice. Like, Comics for Blame is buying OA now. you know?
Yeah.
And I didn't know that wasn't your first piece at the time, but pretty good sushi today. Nice, Chris. All right, so Trey's getting this one off the wall, I believe, because it is on his back wall. He's got it all framed up.
Yeah. Damn these custom frames. They ain't coming out of those.
There you go. Awesome. Yeah, I love that.
His photorealism is just crazy, man. I've not done any research into it, but I gotta think that he has a subject. This has got to be a real dude. You know what I mean? Like he's got to be drawing
like a photo reference or something.
Yes, he has.
Yeah,
to.
I don't know.
I gotta be, man, because like the guy, it's just like it's always the same dude. Like, but it's amazing, man.
Yeah, all the different detail on that piece is amazing.
Mind blowing.
Yeah.
Mind blowing. I've wanted to purchase more covers from this series that the dealer had, like 3 or 4 with Frank Castle on them at the time. Now he has none.
Of course, that's how it goes, man.
That works.
All right, well, take your time. Be careful putting that one down.
Yeah.
I will queue up your next one here. We've got 3 more pieces here, and then we will wrap things up. The next couple are probably, I think, your more vintage pieces, I would say, in your collection, which from I'm assuming one of your other favorite Daredevil artists, more on the vintage side, and that would be Gene Colan.
Yeah, man, I'm a big fan of Gene Colan. If you ask me, the best artist on Daredevil ever, period.
Amazing artist.
I don't go into anybody that tries to argue it's Frank Miller. Like, man, look at this. Look at this, though. I mean,
we're not here to get into arguments. It's all.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
We love all the Daredevil.
I'm not. Dude, I'm a huge fan of Frank Miller. Don't get me wrong.
What's up, Pat Wall? What's up, Jason?
I would love to have some of his pages from Daredevil, but unfortunately, I doubt I'll ever.
You and me both, my friend. You and me both.
Unfortunately, I doubt I'll ever be able to afford him. But yeah, man. I mean, Gene Colan is just amazing, man. I mean.
All right, hold on.
Way ahead of his time.
I'm going to switch to you there with the page. There you go.
Let's slow it down. So this is, let me see.
You can look at the page if you need.
Yeah, okay. This is issue 59, page 19. And this one was inked by Sid Shores.
Nice.
It's featuring, of course, Daredevil. Torpedo is the villain there, the dude with the top hat. You're gonna stomp on his fingers is hanging off the ledge. And then the dude in the bottom here is Daredevil's buddy Willie Lincoln, who was a recurring character in the Silver Age, Bronze Age Daredevil.
I mean, he's like stretching himself and within that flip move. I really love that pose or that position that is being depicted. It's amazing. Just great movement on there. But yeah, what's up? Poor Mike in the house saying he hasn't crossed the OA line yet, but this stuff looks awesome. You will. You'll cross that line one day. It's fine. Don't feel pressure to cross the line, though. No, I love that page. Love that page. I like the next page even more. Another Colan one.
Yeah, I gotta be extra careful with these.
Yeah, no, take your time, man. Okay, and so I'm just going to quickly show that one again on the scan before we move on to the next one. Let me know when you're ready for the next one.
Go ahead with the next one, man.
All right, so the next one is this page, another Gene Colan page with a fantastic sort of half splash in that second panel.
Right on. This one is from issue 112, page 14, and pencils, of course, by Gene Colan, and the inks are by gentleman whose name I'm pretty sure I'm gonna butcher up real good. Is Frank? How do you say it?
Giacoya.
Giacoya? Is that okay? There we go.
Yeah, he was one of Kirby's inkers as well. It's a great inker. I love his inking.
Yes, he served Colin's pencils well on this page.
Indeed. All right, let me switch to you.
What else? Let's get in the middle here. Hold on.
Nice image of the Capitol building right there. Yeah, definitely some classic comics from these two pages.
We got Daredevil and Shanna the She-Devil bondage going on there. What's up? And then in the background you see Black Widow, and then the villains. The ape-like dude is what is he? This dude, that's Mandrill, and this is Necra.
Are you? And I know this is a regular comics question. How dare I go into regular comics territory on the OA show? But are you working on a full run of Daredevil? Like, how close are you on your Daredevil comics collecting run? Because I see you've got like the big keys back there all slabbed on the wall. You know,
I mean,
just out of curiosity,
I am working on it, but like it's a work in progress because I am trying to acquire very high grade issues. So
right, okay. So
you're
condition sensitive then on your Daredevil run.
Yeah, it's still at this point it's still affordable for me, so I might as well.
Another great Daredevil page, Trey, says Ruben, and he's asking, is that how you spell your name? That's how I spelt your name in the description. So
that is correct.
Okay, good. All right, good. I didn't fail that one.
With an E.
We got George D-Rump Comics in the house asking us to run the recap already. Well, we're on the last page, so I'll run quickly back through his slides once he gets through the last page, if that makes sense.
All righty.
All right, you want me to show the last one, or did you want to show any more of that one? All right, last but not least.
Oh, this is the big boy right here. This one is the cover for Daredevil End of Days, issue number 8. It was a miniseries, and I believe the year was 2014, and which featured a story, this issue, by Bendis. And I do not remember if it was penciled by Maliv or not. But the artist on this, of course, is Alex Maliv.
Right. This is a painting. It's a painted cover.
Yes, this is a painted cover. It's also the cover of the collect edition, the trade.
Oh, the trade?
Yeah, the trade, nice. The hardback. It's also used as the cover for that.
So published twice. Very nice.
It's the one that cost me more than anything else I have.
I mean, I really, really dig Maliv's work, especially in Daredevil.
Worth it, man. When I could not believe that it was available when I saw it, because in my mind, like, this is the Maliv cover this is the Maliv color, you know? Yeah. This is the one that sticks out in my mind when you think of what's your favorite cover by Maliv, just off the top of your head. I would have thought of this cover. And then to see it for sale, like, the price didn't matter. I just wanted it. I'm going to have to get this one off the wall.
That one's high up on the wall.
Yeah. This one is... I love the frame job on this one, man.
All right. I'm going to switch over to you here and then let you share that frame piece. There you go. Awesome.
So,
I think you got some gremlins in there.
That chair. I need a little oil in it. I need to upgrade the chair, honestly, but whatever.
Yeah.
Let's just go with what we got for now.
Well, that's a hell of a cover, and an awesome Maliv, man. Just love it, man.
This is my favorite, man.
Yeah, it's a great frame job too.
It really looks nice with the
And that's like your centerpiece. That's the centerpiece of your display back there usually.
Yeah,
right?
that's
Right in the
correct.
middle.
I mean, how could it not be?
Right? Yeah, it has to be.
Of course. It's just bling bling.
So we've just now essentially looked at your whole OA collection. You don't have any other straggler pages that you can't find, or
No.
you're not really a sketch cover guy or a con sketch guy. Like that's you're a pretty focused OA collector. That's what you have, and that's kind of the area that you're targeting, mainly Daredevil universe artists and published pages.
I mean, and I'm not
Some
opposed.
Punisher. Are you still going after Punisher stuff, or is
Oh,
that?
definitely. I would love a Mike Zeck page, and I would also love who's the other person that I need from the Punisher? Steve Dillon. But again, those are both ones that they're getting pricey. They're getting
Yeah.
Steve Dillon is still somewhat attainable. A Mike Zeck page, yeah, it's pretty rough these days.
Word. All right, for the late stragglers who don't want to contribute to my channel's watch time by watching the replay, I'll do a quick recap of the pages that Trey showed from his collection. We started off with this Dylan page, right?
That's right.
From Hellblazer. Then we moved on to this Bullseye page from
Go around Suzuka.
The Suzuka pages, right? And we had two of those pages from the same title, right? One Bullseye focused and one Daredevil focused, I would say, and great action. And then we moved on to this double page spread.
Courtroom scene.
This was from the current Chip Zdarsky Daredevil run.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we had this Punisher Max interior page. Then we had another page here from the current Zdarsky run. Jay Lyston inks on that. Then we had this Punisher Max splash page.
Yep, Leandro Fernandez.
And then an amazing Tim Bradstreet Punisher Max cover.
It was the best ones left available for sure. I think
this is one of the best Punisher covers from that era. I love that piece, man.
Great. Man, the finished colored version looks amazing too, man.
Definitely a great collection, and you've seen a very concentrated, focused OA collector here tonight, which is awesome to see. And then we had two Gene Colan pages. This is a Silver Age page right here.
Yes, sir.
And then this one was early Bronze Age?
Yeah, that would be bronze. It would be from issue 112. It would have been early 70s.
You're welcome. Yeah, he does have some really nice pages. I would encourage you to watch the rewind anyway to hear him talk about the journey for those pages and what his thought process was. And then we wrapped up with this incredible Alex Maleev that we just talked about. So
yeah, that's my baby.
Dude, you have an awesome collection, man, and I think you're going to be a great contributor to our little OA Hour crew here in the chat, hopefully in the group chat, which I will add you to right after the show. And we can't wait to see where your collection goes from here, man, in the Daredevil universe and the Punisher universe, and or anything else you decide to get.
There's definitely other things. There's definitely other things that I'm looking at. It's just coming across the right piece. I'm getting more selective about what I'm picking up.
Yes, two character focus is very disciplined. I like it.
Yeah.
Wish I could get there myself, but I can't. I can't. Just can't do it. Well, dude, I'm glad we finally got you on the show, man. Thank you for hopping on, for sharing your collection. If you're watching live in the chat, please, I would appreciate you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you're watching on the rewind, please let us know what you thought of the show in the comments. And we'll catch you on the next episode of Original Art Hour at some point. There will be another guest or two that we are scheduling for like these full hour shows, but I believe Tony and I will be back for our original Art Hour Beyond format program. The next episode of that is going to be Monday the 16th, 10 p.m. Eastern, original Art Hour Beyond, issue number 7, if you will, with me and Tony. I don't really have a specific plan for that show just yet, but I've got 13 days to figure it out. So anything you want to mention, brother? I mean, I know up top I mentioned you have a YouTube channel that you're now making content on. Link in the description below. Go subscribe to Comics for Blame on YouTube, man. He's got
help me out,
He's
man.
got videos. You know, he's doing unboxings and stuff of art and stuff like that on his channel. So make sure you go sub him up, man.
The algorithm will not be kind to me because, unfortunately, due to my work schedule, I will not be able to regularly stream. So it is what it is, man. It's just gonna be word of mouth.
Yeah, this is all fun, man. You don't have to worry about subscribing.
I mean, I'm not
views or any of that. You know,
I'm not. Well, all I'm looking for is some buddies to freaking, freaking share this with. That's all.
Exactly, dude.
I don't have that. Just like so many of y'all here, I don't have that in my real life.
Well, when you said earlier that this show reinvigorated your interest in OA, that really meant a lot to me. So I appreciate you saying that, and I really am looking forward to you being part of our little collector group that we have, where we talk about the hobby and share our pickups, and I share news about this show. You know, when I get around to doing it, which is not every week, but when I can, so that's a great thing. So I'm glad that you're now part of the fold. Welcome, and thank you for sharing with everybody. We appreciate it, guys. We'll catch you on the next episode. Later. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Where do I begin? I see the hate, they don't want to see me win. Bank deposits, I got more coming in. Top down, throw the money in the wind. I don't want it all. Heard he scammer, had to switch up the accounts. Moving paper, gotta call it my account. It's all in, I can have it coming out. Been through the struggle, I can see another drought. Yeah, it's not a purse, it's a merch. 6 figures was a gold, now it's 9 or a hearse. Put it work. Used to pull up, not swerve. No time for the snakes, time to put them in the dirt. That's word. I gotta get it, it's in my DNA. You only see the highlights, don't know what it takes. Last year stressing, got no sleep. Now I'm right between the courts, I don't know bleed. I see the hate, they don't wanna